because everyone's dipping their beak into the structure the way it is. That's topic number one. But topic two, I think, caught your attention is the Russian women. Daria Klishina. She's my new favorite. If you look at, she's amazing. How do they see now? This is a girl who's going to like run her way to the top. Started as an Olympic beauty, and she ran her way up to the top. It's astounding. She's as gorgeous as any of the models out there. Perfect, Miss Perfect. Marriage, prenup wouldn't help you. You lose everything anyway. It would last about 2 years, and then you would wish you were not born. 2 years, this one. This will be 10 men, in my opinion, before she's 40. This one would work the Beverly Hills circuit pretty good. She makes one appearance, the men lose their lunch, they get divorced, they crash their cars. What morons. I'm walking on Rodeo Drive. I got a piece of gefilte fish at Al and Jerry's. I don't know the name of the deli. Nate Now's. I don't eat deli food. I actually hate deli food. It killed almost all of my ancestors. It knocked off 90% of the men before age 50, so I don't touch the stuff. When I go to Beverly Hills, there's a deli I like, Nate Now's. I go in. I wasn't going to sit down, so I ordered a piece of gefilte fish, which is it's like peanut butter. Was developed for American slaves, by the way. It was absolute poverty food. Well, gefilte fish was poverty food. It was made from the lowest of the fish market. Pike and whitefish, carp, fish that no one else ate. The poor of Europe ate, made it into a boiled fish stuff, which I happen to love. So I eat it once a year. I go down there. But I wouldn't sit down and eat. I'm eating it on a bench in the front of the store. My son is looking at me like I'm crazy. He's embarrassed. Why don't you sit at the table? I said, because part of the fun for me is eating it standing up with red horseradish, right? The minute I got home, 30 minutes later, I fell asleep in a stupor from the MSG. But it did its job. I mean, in other words, what did I eat it for? To go to sleep. That's what I eat for. Food is supposed to be a sedative. Who wants to be on 24 hours a day? Which leads us right back to Daria Klishina and the other Russian beauties. How do they get this way? Almost otherworldly. I don't even want to look at the pictures because I won't be able to make the spaghetti tonight. It'll be pointless. WABC Bruce, go ahead. Your opinion on Russian women. Why are they so beautiful?
Michael, I've been over there 5 times. They don't eat cereal for breakfast. They don't even have cereal over there. They have salted fish and vegetables. I mean, I can get pomegranate juice. It's got 0 sugar in it. When you fly Aeroflot over to Moscow, they say, would you like orange juice or this juice or pomegranate juice? The pomegranate juice has 0 sugar. It comes from Azerbaijan. Now, when you go to the grocery store in America, all the top juices, they've got like 30 grams of sugar in an 8-ounce serving. This has 0. So if you're eating vegetables every day for breakfast, in other words, you're eating a high-protein, low...
Wait, but you look back in Russia, you look at the World War II, I'm a big fan of war movies, war footage, rather, like World War II, World at War. You look at the Russian women, they were like Stalin's housekeeper, they all look. How did they suddenly become so beautiful? Because in those days, they were living on potato skins, weren't they?
American propaganda that they put out, it's a bunch of crap. They're very beautiful women.
Well, not in World War II. What I'm saying is they were not always very beautiful. They've gotten beautiful.
When you get off the plane in New York, because half the women are obese. I mean, it's disgusting.
So you think it's obesity and it's just because they're skinny?
Yes, slender women, that's the way to go.
Well, there are men who don't like slender women. They think that they're too mannish.
Well,
they like women. They like women with hips. They like women to bear children. They want them to have womanly bodies. It's not culturally. That's not true. You look at Mexican women, as beautiful as they are, they're generally bigger in the hips and bigger in the upper part of their body, and the men like it that way. They don't want skinny women who look like death warmed over.
They're shaped the way a woman should be shaped. The hips flare out and the boobs are there.
All right, let's not get into details. It's a family show, even though it's late at night. But I have a different theory. I think it's the starvation of the parents under Stalin, which is the only argument for communism I can think of. I finally stumbled on something good about communism, which is it cuts down on food, on the food supply, and leads to massive starvation, which probably led to the healthier babies. Truthfully, there's a little truth to that, because in World War II there was a study of longevity amongst Northern Europeans, and the people who had the greatest longevity after World War II, like 20 years later, on a retrospective epidemiological study, were the Danish, who went through phenomenal deprivation under the Nazis, and they had the lowest rate of heart disease in all of Northern Europe, which is directly tied to almost a semi-starvation diet. I can't live that way, frankly. I know this is better than talking about taxes and this and that.